Alright, hey YouTube, this is Ted from KWG Paint Paints. I got a comment question from INSAN3LUIS, I don't know, 13 hours ago, so I'm gonna get on here quick enough for you. I got my whole setup here, working. I got a Zephyr Tech Mat. Zephyr sent that to me. Thank you, Zephyr, for doing that. It really helps out with all the other stuff. Everybody should go check out Zephyr Paintball. They got a lot of great stuff on there. I really like, the way their website's set up, and it's not like a huge warehouse, but their selection is really good and their prices are really good, compared to some other places. So check out their website. They make their own products, like this tech mat here. It's got a sizing chart and all that other stuff, and I've been really happy with it so far, and their customer service is great and everything. So yeah, but today I'm going to talk about a comment question I got from INSAN3LUIS. Right here it says, at KWG Paint Veins, dude, I need help. I got the same exact gun as you, and the Hyper 3 rig is leaking, and I can't take it off. I give it about a turn, and that's it. It doesn't matter if I do it left or right. Please help. I'd be happy to help you. Okay, so let me put it right here over the gun and zoom out a little bit so we can actually see what we're working with. Alrighty, dude. So yeah. Now, super cool, by the way. If you have the exact same gun as here, even with the red, you have very good taste, my friend. I can understand your frustration. There's nothing worse than having a regulator problem. I got two theories, first of all, about what the problem is. But before I get to that, I just want to give my other two ideas. I think, I don't know though, I'm just going to go out on a limb here. I think maybe if you got this marker used, then you probably didn't get a manual with it. Your first best bet would be just to go grab the SLG manual, go to the troubleshoot page, and look at what they have there. Because most of the time, you can get that sort of stuff answered in here. I mean, the people who make these guns and stuff are paintball players themselves. They aren't old people who don't know anything about the actual sport. They know what they're doing. They designed it, so they're gonna know what could go wrong and how to fix it. So the manual will probably be the best place to start. If you don't have a manual, you can go online and get a PDF file of it, and just use Adobe or some freeware software to read the PDF file, or you could probably find one on the Proto website that's just a bunch of pictures and you can scroll through what you're looking for. So yeah, I took my macro line out, so I'm gonna actually get into the regulator for you. Okay, so basically all I know right now is that the regulator, one, won't come out, and two, it's leaking. Okay, so I'm gonna take out the regulator real quick, and the first thing I want to tell you, first of all, is that maybe the reason why it won't come out is because when you get over here, you get resistance. I can't really turn it right now, and that's because this regulator is designed to be able to turn all the way around 360 degrees and not come undone. Okay? Because when you're out playing on the field, you may be holding the gun and then you may move the regulator around. This thing is designed to be able to turn all the way around and not come undone. So maybe you're being too light on the gun. You just need to grab it and jerk it and it'll start coming undone. Okay? So, alrighty. Now on to my next theory about the leaking. There's an O-ring on here. Every high pressure apparatus has an O-ring seal. Your tanks have an O-ring seal when they go into the airports, no air will leave, and the regulators have an O-ring seal. So high pressure apparatuses and high pressure vessels, anything that is going to be controlling the amount of output pressure of compressed air in a high pressure vessel is going to have an O-ring seal. Okay, that way no air will leak out and there won't be, and it'll lessen the chances and make them fail safe for any problems to happen. Now a regular regulator is supposed to go in perfectly up straight like that. What I think honestly may have happened, maybe when you were screwing it back in, you may have put it in at a bit of an angle too, and started skipping threads and stuff like that, and then just sort of put it in an angle. I don't remember what the term is. There's like a technical term for it, but basically what it is when instead of putting it in straight on and screwing it in, you go on a bit on an edge and it starts to strip the threads. and then when it gets wedged in there, it's a pain in the ass to take out. So basically what I think you may have to do, given the information you gave me, is just trying to sort of force it out, you know. I really hate to tell people to do that. I know it seems kind of reckless for me to say stuff like that, and I can understand it, and I can understand why you may be a bit worried by me saying that. But based off the information you gave me, I think your best bet would just to be sort of to force it out. Don't ever turn it right. Once it's screwed all the way in, it's screwed all the way in. You know the term righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. So you turn it to the left, it'll come loose, and once you start feeling that resistance, just keep turning it, okay? Because if it is actually wedged in like that, then your threads are already screwed, and your main objective is just to get the regulator out of the gun. Because you can always get these rethreaded, and you can always get these rethreaded. I mean, you could take it to a machining company, and you could buy a new regulator that you know will fit your gun, and you could say to them, I need you to thread the inside of this so that it'll fit this regulator, and they'll be able to do that, you know. It won't be that complicated. When I was using spiders and stuff with my team, one of my teammates had a VS2, and the inside of the feed neck threading was ion threaded, and ion thread feed necks is crappy because there's only 3 threads, so they strip really easily. And his dad, who was a person who works, you know, with machining machines and, you know, tools and stuff, he's a bit of a handyman. He brought it to where he worked, and he re-threaded it. So you can get stuff rethreaded. So don't worry. It's not like when the threads get stripped that it's the end of the world. You can get them rethreaded. Or you could send it to dye and get it repaired, which, you know, if it turns out that your threads are stripped, it's going to cost money to get that working again. But in the long run, it'll be cheaper than buying a new gun. So basically my advice to you would be just to use a bit of elbow grease and just, you know, sort of kind of force it out of there, and check. If your O-ring is split, that's the problem. Get an O-ring kit like this one, and fill it up. I believe there's a chart in here that tells you what the O-ring is. I could pull out the manual real quick. Where is the O-ring? It should tell you right now. Okay, my bad. Yeah, it's a 011BN70. So, where is that? 011BN70. So that'd probably be about this one right here. Yeah, there it is. It'd be this kind right here, okay? So, you just want to get your, you really need to get a manual though, because it'll tell you the O-ring size you need. So basically what I think you should do is just sort of force it out. Your main priority is to get that regulator out and figure out what the hell is wrong. Because it could be just that maybe you're being a little light, and when you force it out, you know, you'll know, okay, then I just need to be a little rough, you know, I need to, you know, turn it a little harder to get it out, you know. I remember I had that, I felt resistance, I was like, oh my god, am I breaking it? And so I was just like, and then I forced it a little bit, and I was like, oh no, it's fine, you know. So maybe you're just being a little light with it, which is totally okay, I can understand it. So just don't be afraid to just put a little elbow grease into it, and if you want to give me a better description and even pictures, a video, you can send it to an email address. I have an email address dedicated to this stuff that you could send it to and give me a full description, and maybe I could help you better. Because for all I know, it could be something as simple as, oh, you know, you're missing the screw. Just buy this here, screw it in, and it should be working perfectly, you know, just something like that. So try and give me a better description if you don't think this will help. Otherwise, I hope this helped out. Thanks for watching the video, dude. And dude, one thing I forgot to mention, this is sort of why I'm putting it at the end of the video, is put your ear next to where it's leaking, because if it's it may be leaking right from here, like right in this section of the elbow here. And if that's the case, then just get a new elbow, take it out with a wrench and get a new elbow. And instead of using the plumber's tape that they have here, use blue Loctite. Blue Loctite, in my opinion, makes a better seal. And on top of that, it's not like a tape or anything, and so when you take it out, it'll be easier if you just take a little brush or a little, even an Allen wrench, and scrape it out, then it'll work fine. So maybe it's your elbow that's leaking, it may not be your regulator. just remember, use a bit of elbow grease to unscrew it, and if that doesn't work, send me another message and I'll see what I can do. Thanks.